Welcome to my channel. My name is Mallory, and you are tuned in to my new vlog called When Mallory Lives. The reason why I entitled it that way is because I feel like I have a pretty interesting life, and so I thought that I would share it with you and all my adventures. So here's to a new adventure 2020. Happy New Year! The year of vision. So I went to a New Year's party that was hosted by my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. Shout out to Ricky and Lenora Savvy Salon, KC. And they challenged the people that were there to write down their goals and visions for the year 2020. Kind of like New Year's resolutions. It's effective for some people, but I've found that it's not been so effective for me. I start out and I do it for a while, and then I don't do it anymore. So I'm sure I'm not alone in that. Some of you might be struggling with the same thing. In my reflections, I've learned that whether it be covert or overt fear, it will always stand in the way of your dreams and reality. So I decided that I was no longer going to let that happen. So here we are when Mallory Lives. What is this going to even be about? I have decided to share different facets of my life. I've watched a few lifestyle blogs. I have a question and I just type in a question, and there's ladies and gentlemen talking about their experiences and what they've done. And so I was like, well, I can do that too. My life is interesting. I got tons of things to talk about. And so that's the reason why I thought, hey, I would just, do a vlog about my life. So that's what you'll get. You'll get different facets of my life because I'm multifaceted, including my love life, travels, my son, my wonderings. I have so many things I think about throughout the day. My workouts or lack thereof, philanthropy, and my life as a music teacher and doctoral student. Yeah, those are all possible topics, but definitely not limited to that. So, what are you here for today? Well, the topic of my first vlog post is Operation 2020 Goals and Visions. At the beginning of every year, there are those that make a list of resolutions, and by the end of January, they've not only failed to be successful, but they've given up altogether. This cycle is exhausting. So today, I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to be successful with those New Year's resolutions that you've made. Number 1, make attainable goals. So in other words, don't commit to a goal you know you can't, with your mind, body, and soul, commit to. The term homeostasis was recently reintroduced to me, and I'm guilty of having it. Homeostasis is the tendency to maintain internal stability. Basically, you know what you're supposed to be doing, but you'll keep doing what you always do because your mind, body, and soul is comfortable doing so. It's so frustrating, but you have to break the cycle. And those that say it takes 21 days to break a habit, I'm not convinced you've ever tried to break a habit, because it takes a whole lot longer than that. So my suggestion to you is to start small and build. Secondly, write down your goals and put them in places where you'll be able to see them all the time. A large part of manifestation is saying to the universe what you want to come to pass. The more you say it, the more you'll start to believe it. And the more you believe it, the more you'll show it, or it'll come to pass. Reflect and modify accordingly. last year, a little bit earlier than this time, I got with a group of my education sisters. What up to my NKC education sisters? And we created vision boards. I'll show you what my vision board looked like. This is my vision board. And I loved this idea because I was able to put this on my nightstand. I didn't even hang it up on the wall. I just put it on my nightstand and I was able to see this all the time. And so I cut out pictures, but there's some goals on here that I obtained, and there were some goals I didn't obtain, like time off. I got to go on a solo vacay by myself. Shout out to my husband who was holding it down for my birthday weekend. There's the Leo right there. Oh, this is hard trying to do this backwards. I didn't get as fit as I would like to, but I was able to breathe a whole lot better through meditation and prayer. I wish I would have gotten to yoga. This was me wanting to be in a show. I didn't get to be in a show this year, or last year, but I'd like to in the future. Always student-centered. My babies are my job, so they're my life. And then I got to go to school because it says, what does it say? I thought there was something that alluded to, oh, right there. There's my school, Get Smarter. So I started a doctoral program in August, and I reevaluate my life every day, but it's going good so far. I still have a 4.0. And then in this corner are some pledges to myself that I wish I would have done a better job of utilizing. These are just mantras that you can say to yourself every day. I pledge to celebrate each victory, no matter how small. I pledge to make it a point to compliment my sisters and friends. I'm really good at that. That's just comes naturally. Pledge to take at least 3 minutes every morning to meditate. I like to do better with that. Pledge to make time for the little things that make me happy. I pledge to be more grateful for who's in my life instead of who's not. Ooh, this is a good one. People start to drop off in your life, and it makes you feel some type of way initially, but it's okay for that to happen because that's just a natural process. I pledge to define what happiness means and looks like to me, and baby, let me tell you, I have done that. I pledge to ask for what I want. I've been a whole lot more vocal about asking for what I want. I pledge to remember I cannot control other people's actions, just my reactions. I am horrible at this, and I'd like to pledge this year to get better. Okay. Some of you may use a handy dandy notebook, but a person like me, I need technology. So I type up everything in my Google Keep or in my Apple Notes, or I use voice memos, just anything that will help me to remember it, and it stays in the cloud. That way I won't have to lose it. I don't have to find a pen to write things down. But writing something is very, very powerful, or doing something, making it an action, because your actions speak louder than words. Ooh, you like how I threw that cliche in there? Yeah. Just so you know, I actually use the steps and tips that I recommended for you for myself, because that is how this vlog came to fruition. I wrote down a plan. I have a plan, and this is a part of executing that plan. I sure hope that this was helpful for you. I cannot wait to share my life with you, my multifaceted vantage point with all of you, and I hope that you tune in for some more. Until then, take care.